This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Now, I just recently got into the Subtitles game.
Yeah, why?
I can't watch a show without them now.
Really?
Yep. Like, I don't even think I'm looking at the characters' faces anymore. I'm just reading.
Well, that's it. I feel like I miss out when I'm reading the subtitles. I miss out on a lot of the acting performance.
But I love them now. And now that I am in, I can't get out.
What's the draw? Can you figure it out?
No. I can't figure it out. And I don't even know when this started for me. But
I wonder if with people's shorter attention spans and whatnot, just doing one more thing actively, which is reading, while you're watching TV is like a stimulant or something.
But I also think that in a lot of horror movies, the subtitles do kind of come up a little bit earlier than what's being said, and they'll tell you when there's suspenseful music coming and stuff. So I kind of get that heads up. As someone who's an anxious person, I enjoy the subtitles. So why aren't we putting subtitles on in movie theaters? Are there people out there that can't stand subtitles? Are they that distracting for you? I think there's two types of people in the world.
Yeah.
People that love them and people that do not want them on the TV.
You wonder how much somebody who, has hearing issues, somebody who's deaf,
yep,
would enjoy going to the movie theater too if there were subtitles. I'm sure they do nights and stuff that there are. But yeah, for a lot of reasons, if people are using subtitles more and more,
I think it's more popular than ever.
Yeah.
I remember growing up and going to getting together with the family, and my uncles never had the TV volume up. They'd always have the TV on when we would gather, but they would have just subtitles. And I never understood that. I'm like, why don't you just turn it up and listen to it? But now that I look back, I'm like, oh, that makes sense, because that would be so distracting when there's kids running around the house. And
I wonder how much of it comes back to people on their phones and reading subtitles on their socials and stuff too, and then it translates to it being more enjoyable for TV viewing as well.
Because you think about people that are constantly scrolling their phone in a work office setting, and if there's a video without subtitles, you're most likely scrolling past it and not watching it. I think that their captions are really important these days. But man, what a business idea to have subtitles. Say that your movie theater is the only one in the city that has subtitles.
Yeah, I can't wait to turn them off when I'm watching and they're on, I did hear that they're really effective for if you're trying to peel your kid away from screen time, get them reading more.
Yes, it's a good way if they are struggling with spelling, too. To have your subtitles on at all times, it really helps them learn words.
Well, and to say, no volume, though. You got to turn it down, you got to read what's happening.
Interesting.
Way to get them reading more.
Let us know what side you're on. Do you love subtitles or you just can't stand them? We're counting down the top 7 elite Easter treats.
According to Lisa.
Yeah, listen, all of you writing in Peeps. I know you're just trolling me. I'm not putting Peeps on the list.
They're delicious.
No, they're disgusting.
What?
You put one in your mouth, all of a sudden it just starts to expand like the Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters.
That happens with lots of things.
Terrifying. Coming in at number 7, the Lindor Little Red Eggs.
How is that only 7? It's an elite treat.
Yeah, they're hard to open.
Yeah, that's true. They are a little bit annoying to open.
I would also put any type of little wrapped egg in this category. Although, does anyone else remember when the Easter Bunny would stop by and you would get the different colored eggs, but the blue and the pink ones were gross, but the gold wrapper ones for some reason tasted better.
Okay.
Is that just me?
So you're putting those in the same category as the Lindor tinfoil? So we're just going tinfoil eggs.
Tinfoil eggs, yeah.
And that's all the way back at number 7?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. What's next?
Number 6, robin eggs. The little speckled ones, they kind of taste like Whoppers. They had the...
Like Burger King Whoppers?
No, Whoppers as in the chocolate covered.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
So that's number 6 on the list.
Let me look here. Oh, yeah. I remember those. Yeah, they are good. And they are made by Whoppers.
Oh.
So no wonder they tasted like them.
That's funny. I didn't know that. All right. Coming in at number 5. I didn't want it to be this far away from number 1, but I get that some people think they're disgusting. Cadbury cream eggs. There's something about them, man. I secretly eat them often alone in my car. I don't tell anyone. And I'm not joking. I'll moan. That's how good they are to me. You can judge me and hate me for it.
That is far too much information.
Number 4 on the list of the elite Easter Bunny
It's
treats.
the lamest thing I've ever heard as well. So I am judging.
Okay, so you know those solid 1 pound chocolate bunnies that you get? But specifically the ears of the chocolate bunny. So good. And the one little candy eye that it comes with.
Yeah.
That's a treat.
But it has to be solid. None of that hollow crap.
Okay, so it's funny that you say that because coming in at number 3 is the golden wrapped Lindor bunnies.
They're hollow.
They're hollow, but when you bite the top of them, all the little pieces fall into it, and then it's like a little chocolate bowl. It's so good.
They are pretty good. Okay, I'm with you on that.
Number 2 on the list of the top elite Easter treats, the big Kinder Egg.
Big Kinder Egg. Am I too old for this?
Like Kinder Surprise Egg?
Yeah.
It's got the white chocolate inside.
So it's just like a Kinder Surprise, but bigger.
It's big. It has a big toy in it.
Okay.
And number 1 on the list.
Here we go.
Duh.
Mid eggs.
Don't call them that. They're not mid. They're mini delicious eggs. I ate an entire bag last night, and then this morning I felt hungover. I'm not joking. I think sugar is that bad for you. That I felt the same as if I went out last night and drank 10 tequila shots.
Like, I could hear you just crunching away at these things. I was like, is she going to get through the whole bag?
I did. I don't know. There's something about mini eggs when you eat just one slowly. It's not as good as like shoving them. Shove them in.
Okay. How many hairs end up on a public toilet seat? What are people doing?
Yeah, how does that happen? You plucking those out?
You bringing in a razor? Like,
yeah, there's always that one that's like super long and curly too. Like, how? That obviously it wanted out.
Are they from the front or might they be from the back? Like people aggressively wiping and just pulling them out.
I have no idea.
And then they're just flinging everywhere. But I'd like to think I've never left one on a public seat. But so where are all these coming from?
I don't know.
Like, it looks like there's a hairdresser at the work toilet sometimes.
Ew, really?
Like a barber that's just cutting up pubes in there.
Where do you find it? Like underneath?
No, like on the seat. Which also, I just don't get it.
Yeah, that's butt hair.
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's my best guess. But you never see like Klingon toilet paper on the hairs.
Maybe it's hair from someone's head.
No, these aren't head hairs. Sure doesn't look like it.
Beard?
Closer to a beard hair, yeah.
Like
but
maybe when they turn around to flush the toilet, something falls off their face.
That doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't.
You don't just lose.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you out, man.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how to solve this problem either.
Maybe you just got to get over it.
Yeah, it's just
wipe it off.
How many times do you have to wipe off somebody else's little hairs before you're like, I hate it here?
Yeah, but we're pretty lucky to have something like the toilet be invented. Like, remember before that? When everyone was just eating twigs and berries and having to poop in the woods?
I don't remember that.
True.
You do, though.
Yeah, I have a past life.
Old hag.
You hag.
Did you see where McDavid's fiance Lauren Kyle, designer extraordinaire, is having her bachelorette party?
Yeah. She just wrapped that up in Paris. Can you imagine?
Yeah. I'm surprised I wasn't invited, actually.
Why would you be invited? I'm surprised I wasn't invited.
No, she doesn't even know who you are.
Yes, she does.
She follows me on Instagram.
Okay. She doesn't. You're literally making that up.
No, she actually slid into the DMs.
No, she didn't.
BC before Connor.
Imagine being invited to their wedding. Do you know how beautiful that wedding's going to be?
Yeah.
She's a designer. She has to come through with the most gorgeous wedding.
Yeah, she actually never did slide into my DMs.
We know.
I should clear that up.
After the whole controversy where, what was it, Architectural Digest or whatever did a feature on their house.
Yeah.
And she got absolutely roasted because she designed it and everyone was like, that's not good. Even though it was good. It was so gorgeous.
It was darling.
She has something to prove now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Like, I wish it didn't have to be that way.
Well, it was a bunch of, like, let's be honest. The negative comments I saw on their place was a bunch of 40 and 50-year-old guys that have done nothing but watch hockey their entire life.
Yeah, they know nothing about
who
design.
Love going on the internet and chirping anything that comes their way.
Yeah.
And decided that they were real fashionistas
Yeah,
for that day.
They were Flames fans.
Yeah.
What it was.
Also that.
Anyway, so their wedding is going to be next level. Like, that's something that will be in People magazine. Like, you can't just get pictures of it. I bet they won't let people have phones at the wedding.
Do you remember how big, like, Gretzky and Janet?
Yeah.
Their wedding was? Like, it was a spectacle in Edmonton.
And can you imagine the dress that Lauren Kyle will be wearing? The dress she was wearing in Paris for her bachelorette is, like, what I would not be able to afford for my actual wedding. I'm not joking. She was wearing this like gorgeous, sparkly white
she's
gown.
Killing it. I don't think I'm going to go to the wedding.
Why?
Well, I'm obsessed with McDavid. Like,
me too.
Yeah, and there's no way I'm sitting around looking at that woman in my dress for a couple hours. I'd love to be up there.
Do you think Connor McDavid knows who we are? Yes. Because I remember when he lived with, who was he living with at the time? And they called in and requested a song, and he was in the vehicle, but he was too shy to say anything because he was still a rookie at that point.
Yeah, Luke Gazdick and Taylor Hall.
That's what it was. And they requested a track. So he's probably like heard of us. He doesn't care about us though.
They care about me. I got invited to the wedding.
No, you didn't, Ryder. I actually did get invited to their Halloween party that one year though. And I was like, nah. Remember that?
Yeah, big deal.
What do you mean big deal? That is a big deal.
Whatever.
We should try and sneak into the wedding, though. They'd be able to call us out immediately. We'd be like the only people there without designer shoes on.
It's Slinky, it's Slink.
And what you gonna do when the Hulkster and his Hulkamaniacs run wild on you?
Ah, yeah, I kill me.
Ryder and Lisa's Nostalgia.
Brought to you by Sweet Convenience.
Only on Play 107.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All you have to do is vote whose list is better. And everyone that votes is qualified to pick up a gift certificate to Sweet Convenience.
I'm bringing it today.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, start off strong. Let's hear it.
Biting into a chocolate bunny and being super disappointed when you realize it's hollow.
The one kid at the group sleepover that taught you things you shouldn't know at that age. There was always one. How do you know all this?
When you got to drive a golf cart for the first time.
Being in the back seat of your friend's car while their parents drove you somewhere and being way too hot but too shy to say anything.
Wanting desperately to catch anything in the stands at a sporting event. Oh, is that a triple extra large Molson Canadian t-shirt? I need it.
Sign me up. Looking for your own address in the phone book for no reason. Just to be like, haha, look at us. We're famous.
Sitting super close to the TV just to get a little closer to the action.
Going onto your landline to eavesdrop on your parents' conversations, but they were so boring. So you'd slowly hold the hang up button and place the phone down gently.
Okay, why don't you write a novel next time?
That was a good one. Admit it.
The year was 1993.
It was.
It was a cold fall evening when I answered the phone.
Like, let's go. All right, time to blast through our lists. If you can even do that, fire away.
The one kid at the group sleepover that taught you things you shouldn't know, being in the back seat of your friend's car and it was way too hot, but you were too shy to tell their parents to turn the heat down, eavesdropping on the landline, and looking at your own address in the phone book for no reason.
Biting into a chocolate bunny and being really disappointed when it was hollow. When you got to drive a golf cart for the first time. Wanting desperately to catch anything in the stands at a sporting event. And sitting super close to the TV for no real reason.
So get your vote on right now. Everyone that votes is qualified for that gift certificate. But also, I love when people go that extra mile and text in which one really got them. Like they were leaning one of our ways, but then there's just something on the other person's list that made you vote for them. Jess, who is your teammate this morning?
Right.
All right. So, with the 25-second timer, I'm going to start it after I say the first word. So, best of luck, Jess.
Okay.
What is the first word that comes to your mind when I say mint?
Tea.
Reality.
Television.
Jungle.
Book.
Wax.
Candle.
Fist.
Punch.
Good answers. Okay, and you still had about 5 seconds left on the clock. Let's get Ryder back in here. Whew, I was nervous. I was nervous that we were going to run out of time, but we made it happen. Ryder, are you ready to give away some money?
Do I look ready?
Yes, you look like you're in the zone.
Trying to be. Let's go.
What comes to your mind when I say reality?
No idea. Just kidding. Okay.
Reality.
TV.
Television.
Yeah,
let's do it. What comes to your mind when I say jungle?
Book?
Yes! Oh, I was nervous about that one. I was so nervous. $50. Let's make it 75. What comes to your mind when I say fist?
Fist.
Fist.
I'm going to say punch.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
I wanted to say fight. Fist fight, but I thought...
Fist fight is good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have $75. Let's make it 100. What comes to your mind when I say wax?
Candle?
Yes! $100! Oh my gosh. One more word to go, Jess.
I don't like this one.
You don't like this answer? Yeah.
No, I didn't like my answer.
It's okay. You never know. You never know with the 1K wordplay. We got one more to go. Ryder, can you make it happen? What comes to your mind when I say mint? Mint. I'm sweating.
I'm going to say leaves or leaf.
Same vibes, but she said tea.
Okay, yeah, that's a tricky one.
Dang. Hey, you know what, Jess? You picked up $100. Thank you so much for playing Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that was a great...
That was really good.
Great way to finish the week. Good game.
I'm very impressed with your candle answer. Because, like, with you and having such, like, a hairy back. I'm just kidding.
I have a question I'd like to pose before we get into Throwback Throwdown. And it's, who's your favorite person right now? Now, this can be a specific person.
It could be a person in your world. It can be a celebrity. It could be, like you said, a type of person. So the person that does blank.
Yeah.
But it's just specific to right now in your life.
Mm-hmm. Just like in this moment, who's your favorite person?
I have an answer. The people who ask if they can bring anything when you're hosting. So I want to host Easter with my family. So the people that are like, what do you need me to bring? Oh.
And they mean it.
They mean it.
Yeah.
They want to take some of the weight off of your shoulders.
So what have you been telling them?
So I told my brother-in-law, I was like, you're bringing homemade buns, right? And he was like, well, I wasn't planning to, but I will. You know.
Sweet.
I guess that's not the type of person.
But
I kind of
he also
him.
didn't ask
wait a minute.
what he can bring. He would have just brought beer.
Okay, let me change my mind then. My favorite people right now? Pushovers.
Right. Okay, my favorite person lately is the person who's online and supports their friends and family on their like business journeys, their careers.
They'll share everything.
Well, not even share. Like, there's some people that I'm just like, yeah, keep doing your thing, and I'll like their post, but then I don't even watch it because I don't have time.
Sure.
But you're still like, that helps. That gives people a little like fire. Like, oh, look at how many people like this.
Yeah, you got to be like her.
And then the bosses are like, oh, yeah, look at how many people are liking your stuff. So my favorite person is just the person who
likes everything we post.
It doesn't take a lot to do that to your friends and family.
Why don't you give a shout out? Who's the person that is always our first like when we post things?
Yeah, Lauren Kyle.
No.
Oh, that's for me.
No,
McDavid's
Lauren Kyle does not
fiance.
know who you are. Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin, guy I went to school with, grade 11.
He's always the first like, and I'm like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the support. Okay, I have another answer. One of my favorite people on the internet right now, the people who, when People magazine or TMZ post an article, but you have to get the answer by clicking on the link, the top comment that
Yes.
that does the work and then says the answer is this, by the way.
Yeah, so that's the opposite of supporting someone's social media journey.
Exactly.
Because you're actually making it so people don't click their link, which is what they're supposed to be having happen. But yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. That's a good one.
So hit us up.
Who's your favorite person? You can get specific.
Yep.
It can be like a celebrity you have a crush on right now. I don't care.
It could be a family member, an influencer, whatever you want. So we are joined by Ram. If you are unaware of Ram's food reviews on Facebook, you should probably get searching, like, and follow. You're almost at 4,000 followers on Facebook. You started doing food reviews about, what, 4 years ago, Ram?
Yeah, about 4 years ago.
But it's this latest journey that you're on that's really starting to take off. So tell us what you're trying to find in Edmonton.
I'm trying to find the best butter chicken in all of Edmonton, and I'm going to Spruce Grove, St. Albert as well, but I'm trying to restrict myself to Edmonton, trying to find the best Morgamakani, that's the actual name, in Edmonton.
Now, for me, I've had butter chicken probably 100 times, and I would always say it's between like 7.5 to 9 on the good scale.
Yeah, but
like I've never really ran into a bad butter chicken that I know of, but like your reviews are showing me that there is a huge difference between a great butter chicken and a bad one.
Yeah, there's an entire spectrum of it. Do you just go to the same places or?
I mean, like probably 5 or 6 places, but yeah, like I know the place that I like now, and I always get it from there.
If you want a solid 0, go to Remedy.
Really, hey?
Yeah, but that's what I noticed on your page, Ram. If you go, there's a lot of people in the comment section whenever Ram posts that are suggesting places for him to try because they claim it's the best butter chicken. And Remedy is a very popular answer.
Yeah, and I don't take those people seriously. Anyone that mentions Remedy, I'm not going to dignify that. They're not even a part of the Odyssey.
Right, and that's why I think your platform is so important for people to understand that if you think that's good, well, wait till you try this local place.
Do you feel like you've maybe got the champion already in you? It's a weird way to put it.
I might have peaked early, right?
Really?
Yeah, I went to Masala Tree, and Masala's a solid 5 out of 5.
It is, eh?
And whereabouts in the city is that?
It's like around Chappelle, I think.
How many have you tackled thus far?
15, but I got a backlog of 4, so I still got to review 4 more. So I've done 19. The goal is 50.
Okay,
wow.
50. Yeah.
So also, if you're listening and you know someone that owns a local joint that serves butter chicken and they think it's the best, I think you should take time to reach out to Ram. You can direct message him on Facebook as well. As
long as they're doing it right. Now,
yeah, you got to be careful. You have to have faith in your product because I've been invited by Butter Chicken Eatery, Cafe Mac, and there was this other one too. Forgot the name, but they couldn't score more than a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, they wanted some exposure through me, and they all just sucked.
Right, and that's not the exposure a lot of these places need. So like you said, you got to be confident in your product.
Like Spice Grill invited me, and the place smelled like excrement.
This is what
how
I
do you
love.
expect a good review?
Well, I think it's because the influencer movement now, you pay somebody to come in and they pretend like they're eating the best thing ever.
Because they get a free meal out of it, so they're going to hype you up. Whereas Ram is just authentic,
honest reviews,
and genuinely trying to find the best butter chicken. And if you're inviting him in, he's going to be honest with you.
I think the restaurants think I'm one of those people with no integrity that's just going to lie, right? And just is just a hustler, right? But no, I'm going to go there and tell you the truth. If you suck, I'm going to let you know.
So how does your wife feel about this journey you're on? Like, is she loving it because she doesn't have to provide you with any food? Are you bringing home leftovers?
You're always full.
Is she loving it that she gets to eat your leftover butter chicken every single day? Like, how is that working out for you?
I bring home some of the gravy for her to experiment with, but she is not happy with some of the experiences I'm having, like getting diarrhea and being stuck on the toilet when you have a 2-year-old at home. And you can't just put the kid in front of the TV and let them watch Miss Rachel. You got a parent. You can't just be stuck on the toilet.
Yeah.
So she does get upset, especially when I go to restaurants that aren't even on anyone's radar just because they invited me. She's like, Ramneek, why are you doing this? They don't even deserve it. Forget it. You're doing this to yourself. Why are you such a masochist? And I'm like, it's because I saw Hellraiser when I was like 9 and it just changed the game for me. I became a masochist. That's just me.
I love it. So Ram, we actually sent you to a place that we frequent for their butter chicken.
Yeah, it's called Rizoy on 50th, and you just went yesterday, right?
I did.
And you're not on a toilet right now?
No, I'm not, but I was earlier, but it was in a good way because the food was so hot. So it wasn't painful. It's just cleaning out the pipes, right?
Sure.
So it's okay. But when I was in the parking lot before entering, I saw somebody snorting cocaine in a white SUV. I've never seen that in my life. It was like Tony Montana. He wasn't wearing a Hawaiian shirt or anything, but I've never seen that before. I'm like, okay, so this is like an omen. What's going to happen inside? And right when I walked in, the person recognized me. Yeah, they're like, hey, what's your name? Usually I'm pretty quick. I was going to say Dave or Tony, but I was smiling. I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, it's Ramneek. And they're like, oh, I saw a story on the news and the guy looked just like you. And I didn't know what to say. And they're like, that's you, right? I'm like, yeah, that's me. It's a good spot. I would give it a 4.5.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's solid. Awesome. Have you had the nacho cheese naan there?
No.
I didn't even know that was a thing. It's nacho cheese naan. It's got that pizza cheese pull, like it's stretchier than Mr. Fantastic. And it's just smeared with garlic. Like it has more garlic in it than the Dracula-fearing residents of Transylvania. Like so much garlic. And the spice level is on point. But she asked me, mild or medium? And I'm like, what? Look at the color of my skin. I need it hot.
Yeah.
And they brought it.
Their tandoori wings are something else, too.
Are they spicy?
Yeah. They got a lot of kick.
Very spicy. And Ryder is a big spice guy, so they're his favorite wings in the entire city.
Yeah.
Some issues there, though. I wish they played better music. They're also, I think, playing off YouTube, so you can hear the sound quality and you can hear like Bollywood dialogue when you're just supposed to hear the song. Like I heard Salman Khan going crazy about, oh, I'm in love. I don't want to hear that while I'm eating. And they don't have cable. They have IPTV. I can tell that because the Sabres and Senators game was very glitchy.
Okay,
this
fair
is
enough.
Great.
The music reminds me a bit of when you download a song in like the early, what was that, Napster?
Days, and you have like DJ Clemens.
Yeah. And the songs are mislabeled.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, this isn't Easy-E.
Totally. After you're done with Edmonton, you're actually planning to take this on the road.
Well, there are limitations to the traveling because I now have people inviting me to their house. Strangers, and I'm quite familiar with the Mark Twitchell story, so I am not going to go to any stranger's house, but I am going to take it to India because I want to go to Moti Mahal. That's where butter chicken started in the late 40s. That's where it was popularized, and I want to experience what the original butter chicken tasted like.
That's so cool.
What if it's not good? Like, what if it's what if it's mid?
What if the Chappelle place is better, Ram?
Think about great twist endings. Sleepaway Camp, Planet of the Apes, The Sixth Sense. Yeah. It'll be on par with that. It'll be so good.
Okay, so you'll be happy no matter what it tastes like.
Yeah, I'm high on life. I'm good, even if it's bad.
Make sure you're following along Ram's Food Reviews on Facebook. You don't want to miss out. He's very honest with his reviews. And hey, maybe your meal for tonight will be planned after reading some of the 5 out of 5 reviews on there. Thanks for coming in, Ram. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast.
Brought to you by Yegg Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Play 107.